guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make an easy but yet delicious lasagna recipe. So for this you're going to be needing 1 pound of shredded mozzarella cheese and 4 tablespoons of grated parmesan cheese and 1 pound of cottage cheese, and you also be needing 2 eggs. And I have 1 large onion chopped up and 1/4 cup of oil and 1 clove of garlic chopped up, and I have 1/4 cup of freshly chopped parsley, and I'll be using 1 teaspoon of basil leaves, and I'm using some tomato puree. You'll need 48 ounces of tomato puree, but I just purchased a 2 29-ounce cans, and I have 2 pounds of ground beef. You can use ground turkey or mix 2 ground meats together if you wish, and I have 12 lasagna noodles that I'll be using, and of course you're going to be needing some salt and pepper to taste. Please check the description box where I will list everything I use in this video. So let's get cooking, guys. Okay, so to get started, you want to go ahead and take your cottage cheese and put it in a bowl. And we are going to crack our eggs and mix that in. I like to crack my eggs in a separate bowl. That way I don't get no piece of the shells in my eggs. So you want to put that in there. I mean, not in my eggs, in my cheese. And you want to mix that well together. Make sure you beat the eggs in there. And we are going to set this aside while we make our meat sauce. Okay, you want to go ahead and set your stove to medium high, and I'm going to go ahead and add my oil and add my garlic. Put that all in there, and you want to add your onions and add that parsley. And you want to go ahead and saute this for a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, just to sweat the onions, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our meat to that. So saute this for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay guys, so now you want to go ahead and take your ground meat and put it in there. Make sure you break your meat apart as it's cooked so you don't end up with big chunk of meat in your lasagna. So now we're going to cook this until the meat cooks all the way through. When it's nice and brown, just make sure you are mixing everything together as you are breaking that meat apart. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we can come back and add the sauce and some seasoning to our meat sauce. Okay, at this point my meat is done. If you have extra fat in your meat, you wanna go ahead and spoon that out and get rid of that extra fat. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of basil leaf and some fresh black pepper, about half a teaspoon of black pepper, and give that a mix. It's starting to smell so good already. A lot of you requested that I do this video, so hopefully you guys will like it. This recipe has been in my family for so long. I've been making this, I don't know, before I even had kids. So now I'm going to take my tomato puree and add to this. And I forgot to mention, you guys will need 1.5 cups of water. I forgot to mention it to you guys when I was listing the ingredients. So I'm gonna take 1.5 cups of water and add to this and mix everything. And you wanna give it a taste, of course. And it's pretty good to me. So now I'm going to turn my heat down to medium low to low, and let this simmer for 45 minutes. And meanwhile that's going to be simmering, I'm gonna go ahead and cook my noodles. And all I'm doing to that is take some water, add some salt and a little bit of olive oil to that water, and cook my noodles for about 5 to 8 minutes. Once they are done cooking, I'm going to pour some cold water on top of them, that way they don't stick to each other. So allow this to simmer for 45 minutes. Okay guys, now it's time to assemble our lasagna. But before you get started, you want to make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I am using a cookie sheet just to place my baking pan on top. That way I can prevent some extra mess in my oven. So you want to start by getting a layer of that meat sauce. Just make sure you spread it out evenly. Just a nice thin layer, just so your noodles don't stick to the bottom. And now you want to go ahead and place your noodles just like this. And I have a small piece that cut off, so I'm going to place it just right there. Try to make room for one extra, just like this. And then I like to add another layer of my meat sauce on top. Very light. And then on top of that, you want to go in with your mozzarella cheese. This is so delicious, and this is the only way I make my lasagna. Now you want to go in with your cottage cheese. You want to make sure you go light hand on this, guys, because we are going to make another layer. So you want to have enough for the other layer. And then I'm going to take my grated parmesan cheese and sprinkle on top. So now you want to repeat the same thing again, but this time I'm going to start with the noodles. So one layer of my noodles. If you haven't, please go like my Facebook page, come follow me on Instagram, and also check out my Twitter page, and of course come snap with me on Snapchat. I would love to see you guys on your personal pages as well, so let's connect on other social media platforms. Again, a nice layer of that meat sauce. And then my mozzarella cheese. And the cottage cheese again. This is a great meal to freeze. You can make this ahead of time and freeze it up and bake it whenever you are ready. This is a nice baby shower meal as well, or any of these summer events coming up. So now I am down to my last layer. Just like this. And then going back in again with that meat sauce. So whatever I have left over on my meat sauce, I'm just gonna go ahead and freeze it to use it later. Maybe put it over some pasta or something like that. So one nice layer. And then my cheese. This is the final one, so I'm gonna go ahead and use all of my cheese. And then you wanna go ahead and put the rest of your cottage cheese. And we are going to bake this for 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. And put some Parmesan cheese on top. I'm going to use just a little bit more just to cover most of the top. Again, we're going to bake it for 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. All right, guys, my lasagna is all done. As you can see, it's looking nice and delicious. Of course, I want to cut in to the corner just to have a little piece to taste. Oh, that looks so good, but it's so hot. You guys see that? It is just steaming hot. I do not want to burn my tongue. It's so good. Just in case you guys don't know, lasagna is one of my favorite food outside of Haitian food. Sorry guys, I couldn't talk. That was a big bite. But please, you guys, make sure you give this recipe a try. And if you try it, please, if you post on social media, don't forget to tag me. And this will do it for this video, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and please share. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And I love you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.